My roommate accidentally admitted she wants us to live together forever. We were signing our lease renewal last Tuesday, third year in this apartment. We'd done this twice before, so it felt routine. The landlord slid the papers across his desk and asked if we wanted another 12 months. My roommate said yes without even looking up from her phone. Then the landlord asked if we'd ever considered a 2-year lease, said he'd knock off $50 a month if we committed longer. That got her attention. She looked up and asked why he was offering that. He shrugged and said good tenants were hard to find and he didn't want to deal with turnover. I expected her to laugh it off. We're both 26. People our age don't sign 2-year leases. That's like admitting you've given up on your life changing. But she didn't laugh. She just sat there staring at the paperwork. Then she turned to me and said she'd do 2 years if I would. The landlord started explaining the terms, but I wasn't listening anymore. I was watching her face. She wasn't joking. She was completely serious. And the way she said it, casual but careful, like she was testing something. I asked if she was sure. She said, yeah, why not? It made sense financially. But here's the thing. 3 months ago, her sister asked if she'd move to Denver to be closer to family. She said no without even thinking about it. 2 months ago, she got a job offer in another state with a 20% raise. Also said no. Last month, her boyfriend of 6 months wanted her to move in with him. Hard number one. I've been tracking all of this, wondering when she'd eventually leave because everyone eventually leaves, right? I'd been looking at studio apartments I couldn't afford, calculating if I could cover this place alone for a month while finding someone new. I'd even started emotionally distancing myself, which sounds insane, but that's what you do when you know something good is temporary. The landlord was still talking. My roommate was watching me with this expression I couldn't read. I told her 2 years was a long time. She said she knew. I said a lot could change. She said not everything has to. Then she started talking faster, which is what she does when she's nervous. Said she'd been thinking about it, and she actually liked our life exactly how it is. Our grocery store runs, and our Sunday farmers market trips, and how we built this whole ecosystem together. Her friends kept asking when she was going to get serious about her future, and she realized she already was serious. This was her future. This apartment, this setup, us. She said us, and then immediately looked away like she'd said too much. I asked the landlord if we could have a minute. He left his office. The second the door closed, she started apologizing. Said she didn't mean to make it weird. She knew I probably had other plans and didn't want to be locked into living with a roommate forever. She was already backtracking. Said we should just do the 1 year. It was fine. I cut her off and asked when she decided this. She got quiet. Then she said since last year, when her sister asked her to move, that she'd realized she didn't want to leave because she'd already built the life she wanted here with me, that she'd turned down the job and the boyfriend because neither of them fit into this life and she wasn't willing to give it up. I started laughing. Not mean laughing. The kind you do when something is so stupid and perfect at the same time. She asked what was funny. I told her I'd been looking at studios for 3 months because I assumed she'd leave eventually, that I'd been trying to emotionally distance myself so it would hurt less when it ended. Her face did this thing like she'd been punched and hugged simultaneously. She said that was the saddest thing she'd ever heard. I said her secretly planning our forever future and not telling me was pretty sad too. When the landlord came back, we signed the 2-year lease. On the drive home, she said we should probably get a better couch if we're committing to this place long term. I said we should get actual artwork instead of the posters we've been calling temporary for 3 years. This morning, I woke up to her measuring the living room for a bookshelf. When I asked what she was doing, she said she was making plans. Long-term ones. The kind you make when you are not going anywhere.